Hi guys, I hope you're ready for calendar today. Go ahead and get out your calendar notebook, but instead of opening to a page that says August, you're gonna skip through the August pages and go to a page that looks like this. This says September on it. Find a page that looks like this and says September at the top, not August, because yesterday was the last day in August. This is a new month. So find your month that looks like this and get out a marker, a pencil, a crayon, something to write with. All right. So we just said that yesterday was the last day in August, so that we have a new month. So our new month is called September. Say September. This month is a little bit longer than August was. There's more letters in this word. So let's count how many letters are in September, and let's see. You ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This month has 9 letters. So it's bigger and longer than August was, right? There's 9 letters. So today is September, and this is the first day in September. So that means it's September 1st, 2020. Say it with me. September 1st, 2020. Good. So we know that it's the first day in September. So let's sing our Days of the Week song so we can figure out what day of the week it is. You ready? There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Good. So if yesterday was Monday, we know that yesterday was Monday, then today is what day? Tuesday. I hope you're saying Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. And if today is Tuesday, tomorrow will be what day? Wednesday. Good. Awesome job. So we know that today is the first day in September. So we have a new month. And we already said there's 9 letters in that month when we're spelling it. So let's look. If we look at September, there's a big letter there. And what did we say big letters are called when they're big and tall? If they're big and tall, they're called capital letters or uppercase letters. Can you say uppercase letters? Good. So I see an uppercase letter, and it looks like this. Watch my finger. It looks like that. It looks kind of wavy, like this, like a snake. So what letter do you think that is? What's that letter called when it looks like this? It looks like a snake. It's an S. There's an uppercase S. Then there's a lowercase e, a hang down P, a lowercase t, a lowercase e, a lowercase m, a lowercase b, a lowercase e, and a lowercase r, like rabbit. Good. All right. Now I hope you have your calendar open to the first page that says September. Say September with me one more time. September. Good. I hope it's open to that page. So the first thing you need to do is get your pencil or your crayon or your marker. And we're going to trace the name September at the top. So that's what you should be doing right now, is tracing September. Writing it in like I am. Just like this. September. All right. Now it says the date today is September what? How many days have we had in September? This is our very first day. So we're going to say it's September 1st. So we're going to write a 1 in the circle. Because we've only had 1 day in September. Now it wants to know what number is September out of the 12 months. So if August was number 8, then what number do you think that September is going to be? What number comes after 8? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So September is number 9 out of the 12 months. So we're going to write a 9 right there in our first box. And then in the middle, we need to put how many numbers we've had in, how many days we've had in September. So we've already said we've only had 1 day in September. So we're gonna put 1 right there in that box because it's the first day. And then in our last box, it wants to know what the year is. So we already said today is September 1st, 2020. So we're gonna put a 20 in that last box. And to make a 20, we said we need a 2 and a 0. And our 2 goes first and then our 0. And we said that a 0 kind of looks like what letter? It kind of looks like an O, but it's not. It's a number and it's called 0. Good. All right, now it wants to know what day of the week it is. So we already said that yesterday was Monday. So if yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. So we're gonna put a box around Tuesday, just like this. Good. All right, now we're gonna color a pattern. You ready? What kind of pattern have we been talking about? We've been talking about a what? A-B pattern. So my colors that I'm using today, we're going to use black and red. So I'm gonna start with red, and I'm gonna color my first circle red. And if my first circle is red, what's my next color need to be? Black. It needs to be black. So I'm gonna do red, black. What comes next? Red and black. What color comes after black? Red. Good. After red, we have what color? Black again. Good. Then what? Red. And our last circle is going to be black. Good. And what type of pattern did we say this was called? It's called an A-B pattern. So now, instead of writing it on top, look, it has a box right here where it says what type of pattern. So I'm put A-B right there in the box. So after you get done coloring your pattern in, I want you to label what type of pattern it is right here in the box. So you're gonna write A-B, just like I did. That lets me know there's only 2 colors there. All right, now in our circle down there, it says all about the number. So yesterday our number was 6. Today our number is 7, because 7 comes after 6. So we're gonna put 7 in our circle. 7. And now it wants to know how many is 7. So we have apples now instead of buses. We don't have any more buses, we have apples. So now we're gonna count the apples and see if we can count 7 of them. So count with me. Point to the apples while we count. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7. I found 7 of them, and I'm gonna color those 7. Not coloring all the apples, just 7 of them. Just 7. Just like that. Good. All right. Now we have a new box that we've never had before. And I'm going to show you. This is a new box. We've never had this box. It says shape of the day. So our shape of the day that we're going to talk about is a square. So I'm going to draw a square inside of that box that looks like this. That's our shape of the day. This is what a square looks like. And a square has 4 sides. I know that because I'm going to draw a line right here and show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see this? I counted 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 sides. And it also has 4 corners. And I'm going to show you how I know that. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4. Look how I'm showing my corners. Corners are these pointed edges. Do you see the pointed edges? Those are called corners. Say corners. So there's 4 corners and 4 sides, just like that. And it's called a square. Say square. Good. All right. Now it says show the mystery number with tally marks. Oh my goodness, tally marks. This is something new. So a tally mark is a straight line down that we can use to count. But there's rules with tally marks. When you get to 5 tally marks, 5 straight lines down, or actually when you get to 4 straight lines down, on the 5th one, you have to cross it over. So I'm going to show you what this looks like before we do it in our calendar. I want to practice to make sure that we have it right before we draw it on our calendar. So let me get a marker so that we can check to make sure that we understand what a tally mark should look like. All right, so when we're writing a tally mark is just a straight line down. So just like that, that's a tally mark, and we use it to count. So let's say we're doing the number 5. I'm gonna show you what 5 looks like in tally marks. You ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 tally marks, but I need to get to 5. And when I get to 5, what's my rule? I have to cross over. So that is 5. It's called a bundle. Can you say a bundle? A bundle is 5 tally marks. So when you get to the 5th tally mark, you have to cross over. You can't just keep doing straight lines. Does that make sense? So if I was going to do 7 tally marks, this is what it would look like. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that make sense? Once I got to 5, I had to cross over and start a new bundle. Just like that. So this is what 7 would look like if I was drawing it in tally marks. So now we're going to draw it on our paper. Let's practice. You ready? Do you see those little dots at the top of your paper? Do you see these little dots? That shows you where you can draw a line. So we're trying to make 7, so let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've done 4. But when I get to 5, I have to cross over. So we're going to cross 5. And I'm going to start new over here. 5, because I still need 7, and I'm not to 7 yet. So 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 tally marks right there. Do you see how when I got to 4 and I needed to do 5, I crossed over and I started a new bundle? That's what you have to do. So that is 7. All right, now it says daily domino. Raise your hand or tell your parents, have you ever seen a domino before? What's a domino look like? Sometimes we use dominoes to play games. And if we're playing a game, a domino might look kind of like this. Are you ready? So it's like a rectangle, and it has a line, and then there's dots. So it might look like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 over here. It could look something like that, but it's a domino. So on our domino, it wants to know how to make a 7 on a domino. So if I'm going to make a 7, I need to do little dots. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got to think in my head, what numbers can I put together to make 7? Do you see how there's numbers on both sides? So I have to have 2 different numbers that I can put together that would make a 7. So I need to think in my head of 2 different ways that I can make a 7. So let's think. Let's start with 5. I'm going to put 5 on one side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look at how I showed 5 over here. this is how I showed 5. I put 5 different dots there. So I have 5 on one side, and I need to know how many more I need to get to make 7. So if I have 5, and I'm trying to make 7, how many more do I need? Let's see, let's count. If I have 5, we're gonna count up 5, 6, 7. So if I had 5, and I had 2 more, then I have 7. So I'm gonna do it just like this. 1, 2. So look how I'm showing my 2 on the other side. Do you see how I did that? Yours should look just like mine, because 5 plus 2 more makes 7. Good. And then over here in our triangle, it wants to know how many days of school we've been in. We've had 7 days of school, so I'm going to write a 7, just like I did in my circle, but I'm going to put it in my triangle. So we've been in school for 7 days. Awesome job, guys. We've learned lots of new things. We learned about dominoes. We learned about tally marks. We've learned lots of different things. So calendar's going to look a little bit different for September, isn't it? September calendar's a little bit harder than August calendar. So each time that we have a new month, our calendar is going to get a little bit harder. But that's okay because we're super smart. All right, well, I will see you guys tomorrow for calendar. Good job.